Hello everyone, thank you for stopping on my channel. So let's get into it. In this video we are going to the rules. So let me just log admin panel. We have changed the credentials to gmail.com and password is password. Okay, Tauseed.com, password is password. Okay, here we are. So in the previous video we explored the general settings and we saw where are the things that we pass right here. And now let's move on to the sliders and see what we do here. So we have create slider. Let's add a new one. I can use backfiller to fill the information, and for the link let's use this link descriptions. Let's use and let's submit the form. Okay, here we have one. Let's create another one quickly. Okay, now we have two sliders, and now let's see the application and see where are these sliders, and I can edit slider as well. So let's double the heading, double the details as well, and submit. Okay, there is an error in update, and I think it fast this as well. But let's see where are these sliders displayed. And very cool, you can see we have the sliders here, and we can view the slide. That is very good. But here we have an error, which is the update validation are not handled properly. So let's go to admin route admin php, and I'm gonna search for slider. Here we have the edit. I'm gonna go to slider controller. This is the store one, and here is the update one, and image is nullable. And when image is passed, it's gonna store it in in this file name, and otherwise it okay, this is wrong. This should be slider of it. Or what we can do is assign this as a default, and we can remove else spot from here, and this should work as fine. So let's try that. I'm not gonna pass the image, and let's submit the form. And you can see we have the double title, and if I refresh here, we should be able to see the updated content. And here we have the buy button, which is pointing to the link that we provided over there. Okay, that works perfectly fine. Let's move on to the services, and here we have a basic CRUD, I guess. Let's create a service. Okay, we can input the current image and title and descriptions, and we can submit. And we have a service. Let's add another one, and then we will check it in the user side. I'm going to form. Okay, so now let's see the UI and find out where are these listed. Shop category brand, I don't see it somewhere. We have, this is not wanted. Okay, I think these are the services. So let's add another one, and we will see it right here, which by the way looks very interesting. I'm gonna use backfiller and add an image and submit. Now we have three, and I'm gonna refresh here, and also I'm gonna check the edit functionality whether it's working fine here or not. So I'm gonna submit without making any changes because it's gonna be empty, and it's just loading. Submit, and seems like it's gonna be redirecting me back, so we will have to check that. Until that, before we check that, let's on the services section, you can see we got three items now because we edited one from here. And let's check the service control update method. Here we have the update. Image has no validation, should have some sort of validation, and make it nullable. And it's again using the request of image wrong. We can do this way, but instead of here, input it here, and we can remove the else spot from the if condition like this, and it'll be good to go. Let's try again to refresh the page. Submit. Seems like it's still not allowing me to date it, so maybe we check the view itself. So let's go there and make sure it's calling the you can see it's calling the store route. I assume this is the route to store the service, not to update it. You can see we would call this one, and I'm gonna put this around here, and let's try again. I'm gonna refresh the page and submit. Okay, we updated the service, and obviously we should be able to delete it as well, right? I'm gonna delete this, and there we go. Now we have two, and they are looking good right here. So now let's move on to the queue. I assume this is just a basic CRUD, so let's just go through it. We have to add, we can use backfiller. Again, the slug thing should not be here. Let's remove it. Let's go to FAQ controller, and let's go to create view, and I'm going to remove the slug. FAQ create is the right one. FAQ category create. FAQ kit is the name. The slug, I'm gonna remove the slug. Text, this is meta keyword here. It's called text somehow, and then we meta keyword again. Text, I'm gonna remove this probably because we already have meta keywords here, and I'm gonna do the same for create category. If there is slug, I'm gonna remove it. Is not here. Let's check update. So I'm gonna remove the slug and the text field. I don't know what is here, but let's remove this and let's new controller. I assume here we have the FAQ category controller. I'm gonna remove the text and remove the text from the as well, and let's see. Okay, we have text here as well. Let's check the migration FAQ category migration. We have the text here as well. So what does text mean here? Maybe this is the descriptions. Let's see if we have where is okay. We have 0 FAQs add one, but I think this is their descriptions for the category, but it's in text. All of them are in text. Oh, this should be, I think, string. The first two should, and I think we should check the FAQ migration. Here we have title details is fine, but here we have the text. I don't know what might mean, but let's have it. And also it's required. It's not nullable, which means required. And the slug and the name is unique. It's fine, but let's pass something. I think we should remove it. The category should have just the category name, and which is fine. So I'm gonna remove it from here as well as from the model. FAQ category model migration. Remove it from here. And now when creating, we should pass any, and everything else should be fine. Let's try it. I'm gonna go to the view page. We can just pass name, meta keyword, or meta. I'm using fake filler. And yeah, we have to create a slug from the name, and here the copilot is helping me to do. I use str to make slug from the validated name here, and we're gonna do the same for the update. So I'm gonna read the slug, and let's pass the value explains it. Use name, then slug meta keywords, and saving that, and for this one pass some and submit. We might get an error. Field does not have value as we saw, so I think we should remigrate that, and remigrating it, we're gonna lose all the data that we have. So I'm gonna pass the text. This is not add this line. We are adding this just for, and we're gonna put just if there is any specific meanings to this, then definitely we will need it. I don't think there is any need for put it as it is. Submit the form again. Text does not have only part where we pass the value. I think available now is because available, and we added one FAQ. There is enable and disable on FAQ. Okay, this is category, right? Category list. So why is there a enable and disable? If we look at the FAQ category migration, there is no field for. Oh yeah, there is a status. Let's add another one. I'm gonna use fake filler. Keyword is fake filler, but the comma separated. Now let's edit one, because we have to check the edit as well, right? I'm gonna duplicate the name, submit, and I think it's affected. We can now view it, and let's see how it looks like on this page. We have two items, and click and it show nothing. We can on this and show nothing. Also it's passing the ID here. Let's see how is it coded here on /FAQ. I'm gonna go to web.php file and /FAQ to home controller FAQ. So let's scroll down. Here we go, category FAQ. Here we have FAQ category. The /FAQ is pointing to a category. Let's go there. Here we have the text as displayed. Okay, this is the description. FAQ should have descriptions. I think this was required. So if this is the descriptions, then we should have it. Let's go back to and add the text as a type, and then this is gonna be right here, pointing to FAQ specific, and also passing the ID. Maybe the names and slugs are unique, right? So why not pass that one? Let's pass it because it looks more interesting than passing the ID slug. And then also we have to look back controllers that we updated. This is gonna be remove this. Text is required. Yeah. And here as well. With that being said, now let's add one, and also we have to add a text area for the FAQ category descriptions or text. Okay, so let's go to the create view and add the text area. So just like the descriptions, I'm gonna copy and paste this for the text, and definitely I'm gonna name it descriptions instead of meta description, and let's say text, just like that. and then I'm gonna copy it for the, and you remember the name has text, so we have set that in the back in the controller. And I'm gonna do the same for the update, so I'm gonna paste it here and putting the uh, value that we got from the controller. So it's the name of the variable, and it's faq underscore category. So faq underscore category of text. And now let's try it out. I'm gonna refresh the page, and here we have this. So let's fill something, meta descriptions and meta keywords, submit. Okay, submitted. Now let's edit another one and add the same for it, update. Now we have some categories, right? We should add some FAQs as well. So let's add on. I'm gonna use fact filler. We have the name, FAQ name, meta description, and category. uh, I don't think this makes any sense. Let's go to FAQ controller, migration. We have the details, and I assume this is the detail, so we have to change it, right? Let's go to FAQ create. This is going to be the descriptions and not meta descriptions. The name is details, that's fine, and everything else looks fine. Let's update that in the update as well. Update FAQ, and here is fine, already fine. It's detail. So now let's check the controller as well. FAQ controller, FAQ controller. Here we have the title, details, cat ID, storing it, and I think that should be okay. Let's refresh, and then we will add one using fact filler to fill some values and pick automatically category. Okay, now we have one. Let's add another one using fact filler again, and blah blah blah. We have two. Let's edit one so we can test the edit functionality as well. I'm gonna duplicate the title, and we will see that title has been duplicated. And now here also we have to look at the web.php, because we changed this id to slug, right, on the UI. So let's go to FAQ by category, and to I think it's in the home controller, FAQ by category. This is the slug of the category. Okay, I think that's why it was using the category to get the FAQ. So it's getting the what's going on here. The slug is the FAQ category slug, right? So we should have where condition, where slug is this slug, and get all of it. Now we should now check. I think we can get the categories directly from here, right? Let's do one thing. Let's go here, and where it is looping through FAQ, FAQs actually. Look at this one, FAQs and FAQ. Okay, interestingly, it's only using FAQs, not the FAQ itself. So now, since we can get from the relationship, if I look at the FAQ controller, you can see we have a relationship with this, right? So we can get that from the relationship. We don't need even this query. FAQ, let's call it FAQ category, FAQ category. Let's go inside, and FAQ category as FAQ. We should have a relationship method, FAQs. Let's go to FAQ category model, and there we have it. I'm gonna pass it here, and then we will loop through it and show each of it. So now we have added two, right? We added two FAQ. We should be able to see it, but which one have it? Let's open both of them. There is an error. FAQ. Okay. This is the name of this one. It has name, or it has okay, let's refresh and we will see if there is still error. Okay, now the name property does not exist. I guess it is title. Let's go back to the model. Its name actually, FAQ category. Let's see. If I go to home controller, I think we should get the first one instead, and then we will be looping through it because it's a collection. You can see here in the error. Okay, now it makes sense, and here we have the descriptions and the content, and the same for this one. This is the second one that we opened, and here we have one item, and we are passing the slug in the URL instead of ID, which is very cool. So now that is it for I think this video. From now on we are gonna move on to the blog section, and we will carry on from there, and then after that we will come here to the user side and see what functionality are there and how it is working. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. And yeah, let's don't forget to push our code so we can check the changes. You can see we did most of the changes in the starter and FAQs. So I'm gonna add all of them and then commit tag m, admin FAQ, and sliders reviewed and push. Thank you for watching.